Hey folks, Premier Tim Houston here. Welcome to beautiful Antigonish. Nova Scotia is proud to host these national football events for the third time, and we know it's going to be another outstanding success. To the players, coaches, officials, staff, volunteers, and families, thank you. Your dedication is what makes football so special. To our Nova Scotian athletes, we're cheering you on. The best of luck to all the teams. Enjoy the competition, enjoy the community, and enjoy your time here in Nova Scotia. Take care, everyone. Very best of luck.
We're more than a university. We're a holding space for educational growth, for economic prosperity, and for community. We have something for everyone. Whether you're a first or fourth year student seeking to host your next event or looking for true hospitality outside of the city. Choose St. FX University.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and football fans of all ages, and welcome to the stadium for Game 7 of the 2025 Canada Cup. Please put your hands together for head coach Brent Schneider and Team Saskatchewan.
Can I move to the... Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, your game day officials for this afternoon's football game, your timer, Craig Benches. Field judge, number 39, David Felix. Line judge, number 85, Brian Neal. Down judge, number 34, J.M. Dorsey. Back judge, number 61, George Latter. Side judge, number 23, Adam Lawler. Umpire number 125, Edisair Quassan. And your referee, number 90, Deepak Sharma.
Thank you very much. Let's take a step back. Hey, congratulations on making the semifinals of the Canada Cup. You guys have been working on months for this, so you pat yourself on the back for that. You guys are the leaders of your team, so we really expect you guys to make sure we keep everything under control. Play good, hard football, but smart football. Is that clear? Cool. Okay, Saskatchewan is a visiting team. You're going to have the choice on this BC Chloe.
for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the 2025 Canada Cup. This is the U18 division. It's the third game in our four-game matinee. We got Ontario in the red versus Saskatchewan in the green. Ontario is 1-0 with a 36-8 win over Nova Scotia. And Saskatchewan 42-0 over New Brunswick is also 1-0. Winner of this game, the winner of this game will play Alberta in our final. They came back with a huge comeback win over Quebec the last game there. I'm Denver Donnelly here in beautiful Antigonish, Nova Scotia, here at St. FX Field. Saskatchewan won the toss, defer, they'll kick first. Ontario will receive.
Messon, Barton, and Otley in the backfield for Ontario.
So here we go, folks. Big matchup here. Saskatchewan and Ontario, it's underway. Pretty good kickoff there. It bobs over the head of the Ontario returner, number 26. He's now in the end zone. He has to get it out. Scrambling away. And he is tackled in the end zone. Pretty sweet start for Saskatchewan off
Adams
there.
On the return, brought down in the end zone.
And here comes.
For the single point.
As we see here, the pre-match statistics, Ontario and Saskatchewan both good at running the ball and passing. They really took advantage of their opponents last game. So it's supposed to be a pretty evenly well matchup, I believe, here between these two clubs. So Ontario will start at their own 35 after giving up the Rouge on the opening play. And here we go. First down for Ontario. Quarterback is in, and they'll hand it off. This is number 15 for Ontario. And he'll get wrapped up after a pretty good gain there, about 9, almost 10 full yards. Looks like it'll be second and very short. And that's number 15 for Ontario, Logan Marcy. See a player to watch there. Quarterback Hayden Buksick, starter for Ontario, 6'2", 190. He was 19 to 29, 273 net yards, 2 touchdowns in Ontario's win over Nova Scotia. And we are going to have an early timeout as Buksick could not get that play clock off.
Timeout, Ontario.
Ontario takes a timeout. Beautiful day here in Antigonish. Sun is out again. Hot day, especially in this booth. Those players in the field, though, in the gear, it's probably way hotter for them. Had 2 excellent games already today. Manitoba, a pretty big win over British Columbia. And Alberta came back there on 16 with about 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and they came back and shocked Quebec on the last second punt return touchdown. See if this game can continue the string of good games. I have no reason to think that won't be the case. So Buczek lines up at the line. Second and half a yard. Snap down, they'll drive forward on the sneak, and he gets that and more. First down, Ontario.
Buczek in on the sneak. Brought down by number 51, Davis Reeves.
See on the replay there, just a simple quarterback sneak. We've been seeing these on pretty well any
yardage.
Yard, half a yard to go. Teams are more than willing to go with that sneak play. It is very effective, hard to stop, especially when that line's pushing forward. Ontario has a fresh set of downs. Just trying to see what the defense gives them. And it'll be short, quick throw to the right to number 20. And he will pick up what looks like a first down and then some.
20, Deacon Solomon.
Deacon Solomon, the running back, out of Brantford.
Tackle play, number 17.
See here, Ontario. Snap, quick.
Good for first down.
See that in pretty well any level of football nowadays. Just get that ball out of their hands, let your speedsters on the outside make a couple plays. Works for Ontario there. Ontario lines up the fullback in. They hand that ball off, 15. And he is tackled down.
Ball carrier number 15, Logan Mercy, brought down by number 99.
Saskatchewan, a big defensive line, pardon me. A lot of big bodies in the 230-plus range, 270 I see out there.
Gain of 3 yards, second down, 7.
Colton Shaw, number 99, was a player I was told to keep an eye on for Saskatchewan in the maroon helmet on the line. Let's bring up second down, 7 to go. There's a pass, and it is caught. Impressive catch. I don't even know if he saw that coming coming towards him. That's number 89, Gage Lincoln.
Gage Lincoln. There is a flag on the play.
But there was an immediate flag near the line of scrimmage, so we shall see. And this might be an offside on Saskatchewan. Yep. That's some extra yardage, and Ontario is having a pretty solid first drive of this series today. Be interesting as we saw those pregame statistics, how both teams were really able to do whatever, whether it was on the ground or through the air. So far, a mix of both for Ontario. Make this a handoff, and never mind. It's a play action. Boot Roden's left. This time he connects again to number 89. That's Gage Lincoln, 5'7", 170.
Tackle the play, number 20.
One of the smaller guys on the field, but he's got back-to-back catches for Ontario. You see, cameraman faked out even on that play action. I did for a sec too. That rollout left, caught his man. That'll bring up second and short again.
Down in the yard.
Ontario bringing out some extra heavy bodies. Second and 1, and I expect probably another sneak if this tournament has shown anything at this point. Well, we got receivers lined up wide, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. That is a sneak again. It's going to be close. That's going to be close as 99 and 42 were in there, as well as 47, group of Saskatchewan. And he is short. Yeah. Might have gained like a couple inches or made it back to the line. Third down decision time for Team Ontario.
Third and short.
And as we see here, Ontario is going to go for it. Just a third and literally just a few inches. So let's see here. Buczek. Another sneak. And that second push, I think, got him as he fell forward.
Ball carried by.
And yes, he does. It's a first down. So see there, Saskatchewan got a little pressure, made it close, but Buczek fell forward. Ontario continues this drive.
Good for first down yardage.
So you're 42 for Saskatchewan. That's Jackson Gordon-Dovell. A swift current, he almost got there. Just couldn't wrap him up enough to the ground. 1st and 10, ball at the Saskatchewan 29. Snap, and this will be a small pitch out to the right. And number 15 is tackled down. Great play by 47 Saskatchewan. Xavier Conley, undersized linebacker, but he is making plays there.
Xavier Conley.
We'll see on this replay. Just a nice pitch out front, looking for the line and the fullback to block, but Saskatchewan broke through. Lost a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 12 at the Saskatchewan 30. Snap, trying to see what Saskatchewan has on D. Fakes the throw. It's a draw. It's number 31 who has speed to the right and cuts out, and he's got himself a first down as well. Excellent play call on the draw. That is number 31. I do not have a 31 on my roster for Ontario. Could be 29, Anthony De Francesco. Looks to be around the same size. Got an injured Ontario player down. It's number 89. Just on a kneel. Hopefully he's good to go. And as we see the replays there, 89 is all right. He is walking under his own power. Gage Lincoln. Sure, he'll be back on that field after just getting checked out.
Lincoln, the injured player.
So an impressive opening drive for Ontario. Milk and clock and charging down the field of Saskatchewan. Excellent mixture of play calling. Let's see if they can cash in. Drops back, and he's going to throw. His receiver fell, and it's intercepted. Picked off by number 20. There is a flag in the backfield there. Right when the pick came, we'll see there. But as for now, number 20, Asay Okolek, has an interception.
Intended for number 18.
Looking for 18, pardon me. 18, I don't have an 18 either. But we'll see the flag here.
Intended for number 82, Maggio.
So that was 82, Jackson Maggio. There's a penalty on Sass, so that touchdown, interception.
Colton Shaw, the injured player.
So that interception gets wiped off the board. Lucky for Ontario there after the receiver slips. And with 5:05 left, they're going to move it down to the 7. Pass interference was the call. Defensive pass interference, offensive. Or defensive,
Ball spotted near the 7-yard line.
7-yard line. So a bit of a heartbreaker for Sask, thinking that you got the ball back and you didn't give up any points, but their 1-point lead is in danger here. As Buczek will take the snap, hand that right off the middle. And good run, cut into the middle. He's in, touchdown, number 15. Impressive opening drive for Ontario. And that's a 6-1 lead. Ontario, they answer back, and they got the PAT coming up. Team Logan Marcy. You see on the replay here, this is an impressive run right up the middle. able to fight his way forward. And just what the doctor ordered for Ontario. Some of the toughest runs in football there. When you're inside your 5, you know you're going to be getting banged around, but he's able to break the plane. PAT attempt is knocked down, no problem there.
Extra point is good.
Number 13, Dimitri Gleb.
4:43 remaining in the first quarter. Ontario 7, Saskatchewan 1.
And while we have a moment here, I'd like to thank our sponsors for this event, making this 2025 Football Canada Cup good to go. We got St. FX University, One Team Sports, Coach Atlantic, the province of Nova Scotia, the town of Antigonish, the municipality of the county of Antigonish, and 101.5 The Hawk. Thank you all very, very much. It's Football Canada Cup U18. Both teams looking to punch their ticket to the championship game against the Albertans. What's his name? Jessel? Cato. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Just say Cato. Thank you.
The Ontario coaches didn't give us
Down on play number 51, Carter McBurney.
Yeah. Thank you.
Ball spotted on a 32-yard line.
All right.
First and
I just
10.
got a confirmation, number 15. That is not Logan Mercy. I was thinking that they had him listed as a defensive back. It's actually Josiah Cato, number 15. He was the one that scored that touchdown. We'll be seeing a lot of him today as we got a flag. Near there is number 9 for Saskatchewan on the return, Benjamin Blackburn in
Down on the play,
Saskatoon.
number 7, Lucas Underhill. Flag on the play. Penalty is against Saskatchewan, holding 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
First down for Saskatchewan. We'll see their offense for the first time today. Short pass caught. They're starting.
Pass is caught by number 81, Alexander Fairbairn.
Yeah, 81 there, the receiver, Alexander Fairbairn.
Second down.
Starting quarterback appears to be number 15, Gavin Newell. So after a big loss there of about 6 or 7 yards, Saskatchewan has a distance to go. Ontario looking to get them right off the field as there's a flag immediately in the backfield.
Flag on the play.
And it'll be on Saskatchewan, false start.
Timeout, Saskatchewan.
Back up another, or,
No
well, pardon
flag
me,
on the play.
no flag on the play. Saskatchewan got the timeout off in time. So we see here, we got 3:31 officially on the clock here at St. FX. A fantastic day of football we've had so far, and it will only continue here. I can't see why not. It's been very entertaining. People are getting their money's worth this weekend and this week. And here we go. Saskatchewan second and about 17 yards to go. Gavin Newell will take a shot deep right. He's got a man, and it is incomplete, and there's flags on the field. He took a shot to number 5, Keaton Belcher, but there was a little bit of hand contact before the ball got there, and that will move the chains quite a bit there for Saskatchewan. Gavin Newell immediately took a shot to the right. Good arm, too. Just oversailed him, but the pass interference.
Against Team Ontario, defensive pass interference, 10-yard penalty. Saskatchewan will scrimmage 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line.
The 41 after that 10-yard penalty. 1st down, Saskatchewan. Let's see if they get the run game going here. And they will. Hand off, and he is wrapped up after a pickup of a few.
Marcus Adams, the ball carrier, brought down by number 37, Logan Woosley.
There's Marcus Adams on the carry, 5'10" out of Regina. So see here. Got 4 right, 1 to the left, running back to his right. Saskatchewan throws to the right. It's intercepted! Picked off by 36 for Team Ontario. That's Tristan Downey, the linebacker. And Ontario with a big-time pick on Saskatchewan, and they flip the field over. And a chance to put some more points on the board. See here on the replay here. Drop down, try to fire it. I almost wonder if he just sailed that a little too far right. He was looking for number 9, I believe, Benjamin Blackburn, but not to be, as Ontario has a chance now, up 6, 2:32 left in the first quarter. Got another good drive going. Let's see here, looks like a little water break. All right, Saskatchewan faithful to my right in the green, trying to get their defense going. So Buczek, waiting to snap. He does. This will be a handoff to the right. That's Cato. And he'll pick up maybe a few. Side Cato with the carry.
Second down.
Second and about 7 yards to go. Clock ticking, 2 minutes left in this first quarter. 7-1 Ontario, game 3. Quadruple header. We'll have Nova Scotia, New Brunswick later on tonight around 7. And that is a throw to the right side. And it's caught. What a catch there by 81. It looked like it was picked off, but tipped in the air. Joshua Otley with a big-time catch. See on that replay there, who on Saskatchewan was close to picking that one off. Interesting there, play call. You see to the right. Just fires it up. Oh, right off the hands of number 1, Noah Finkeldy. This is a run to the right, toss over, and nice little piece of running there from Cato.
Toss to 15, Logan Marcy. Tackle on play number 72, Xavier Camacho.
15. His name is Josiah Cato. Just 15 for Ontario. I know, me too. I think his mom came up to tell him. Josiah Cato. All right, folks, as we got another one here. Snaps back, throws. He's got a man wide open. And number 1 there, Will Pereira with the catch. There was a flag, though. Wondering if this is coming back for Ontario here.
Time of the play, number 47, Xavier Conley. Flag on the play.
Got a player down as well for Ontario. We'll see this replay first, though. Good footwork stepping up into the pocket there by Buczek. On his man Pereira. And can't make out who the Ontario player is who's down. Hopefully good to go here shortly.
Ontario's number 81, Joshua Otley, the injured player.
Ontario player was good to go, got up under his own power there. Buczek. Toss right. Cato is down at the 1. Nope, they're going to call him in. Touchdown, Josiah Cato.
Josiah Cato into the end zone. Touchdown, Ontario.
Touchdown, Ontario. Cato's second of the day. And Ontario with a big-time play there, 13-1 now with 2 seconds remaining on the clock. So we got the punt after attempt is up and good by Dmitry Gleb, and make that 14-1 now for Team Ontario. And so Saskatchewan's only point is off the Rouge on the opening kickoff. Didn't really get too much going offensively there. They did have a pass interference call that went their way. But Ontario looking rather impressive. No doubt about it. To start off this first quarter of this semifinal game for the U18s. Great crowd here today, too. We've had them for all the games, with a lot of people from on the Ontario side here on the left, and some proud Saskatchewan here on the right here in green, trademark green. Wind has picked up pretty good here, too. You can tell by the flags. As the ball actually falls off the spike there. The holder. And they'll have number 3 for Ontario. Lucas Underhill hold the ball. And kick is up. Wind kind of takes it back. It'll bobble off the and off the Saskatchewan player. That'll be Ontario ball. A tough bounce for Saskatchewan. And Ontario's going to get the ball right back, recovered by 26. I've got Liam Messam Barton.
And that's the end of the first quarter of play. Your score. Team
and so after 1 quarter of play, 14-1 Ontario. They'll have the ball right back, too. Another chance to score. And if you're Saskatchewan, they're going to have a much better first quarter play, and their defense is going to have to come up pretty good here. And it's not that Saskatchewan's been playing necessarily badly. Their defense did have a pick in the red zone, but it was called back. And Ontario has since converted on 2 touchdowns of their own, both by running back Josiah Cato, number 15. Once again, apologies. They didn't have the correct name at first, but I was corrected. There's still a couple numbers. 31 is another one I do not have. But either way, Ontario is going to snap it. Pitch there to number 89, and he's going to have space. The speedster tackled out of bounds by number 20, but 89 Gage Lincoln. Heard his name a few times today, and he continues to drive for Ontario. See there, just a little shovel. Plenty of teams see that and use that to their advantage. You see that in pretty well any level of football now. Motion, quick outs, quick out of the receiver or out of the quarterback's hands into the receiver. And Ontario not afraid to use a fullback as well. They've been using him quite a bit today. As this pass is dished out. So speaking of,
Pass is caught by
number 11, Brendan McCausland. He's actually listed as a receiver, 6'7", 200. I remember him from last year. Actually, now that I think about it, the U16 Canada Cup. I remember him because he was 6'7". That's the biggest kid I saw. So Ontario marching. They're at the 14 inside Saskatchewan's red zone, looking to continue to put up their lead. Buksek. He will take a quick drop back pass, throws, and it sailed over the head of Lincoln.
Pass for the intended receiver, number 89, Gage Lincoln. Is
bring up second down, but we have a flag right by the line of scrimmage. As we get the official ruling. Player to watch, Noah Finkelde, pardon me, DB 5'11", 174, Regina. Almost had a pick there earlier on the last drive. Kind of a what-if scenario for Saskatchewan those last two drives. But the penalty wasn't on Ontario. It's unnecessary roughness, looks like on 52 of Ontario, and that'll back them up pretty considerably. Yeah, due to the unnecessary roughness, it's a third, excuse me, that's a loss of down. We got third down on the way. And it looks to me that Ontario is going to attempt a field goal. Put themselves up 16. So Greb, who has 2 PATs today, looking to put up a field goal. For the 36-yarder. Snap down, kick is up, pressure on the way. The ball, as there's a flag though. We're going to watch this call here.
Reeves' 36-yard field goal is through the uprights.
So 36-yarder was good. Flag on the play, and if that's roughing the kicker. And it looks like that the referee signaled a field goal, but I don't believe so. Yeah, Ontario's going to take that, I believe. No?
Roughing the kicker.
Ontario takes the penalty there, and they get a new set of downs instead of the 3 points, and they'll have a chance to continue to move on offense, cash in for more. There's the confusion there. I swore the official put his arms up for the field goal. I thought they were declining.
First and 10. Field goal does not count.
And so Buksek with McCausland and Cato. Gives it to Cato. Nope, it's a play action. Rolls right. And he's got a man wide open who cuts off his route. And he's in. Touchdown, number 31.
Pass is caught by number 31, Isaiah Petrick Gore. into the end zone. Touchdown, Ontario.
And a big-time score there. That was a beautiful, beautiful play by 31 there. As he was able to, he was going on the right side route. We'll see on the replay here in a sec, but beautiful, beautiful timing and patience there by Buczek. And then as he scrambles out, as we'll see here. Yeah, Buczek on the play action. Rolls right, his receiver is running to the pylon, then takes a step, moves back, finds the open space, gets off his route.
And Green's point after is good. 10:06 remaining in the first half.
And so the point after
score,
attempt from
Team Ontario 21.
Grieve is good.
Team Saskatchewan 1.
21-1 Ontario. They're taking to Saskatchewan exactly the way that Ontario wanted to start this ball game, early and often putting points on the board. And now Saskatchewan at a point where they are chasing it. Saskatchewan shut out New Brunswick in their first game a few days ago. Figuring out that Ontario has a much tougher offense in this scenario. Stats-wise, Hayden Buczek has been almost perfect, except for the sail over the head of 89. And really, it's just been a tale of two teams. Ontario, time possession, passing yards, rushing yards, you name it. They're taking it to Saskatchewan. And so here we go with the kickoff. That's a good one, and that might bounce, and 36 will pick it up there. Great tackle, as 26 was in there first for Team Ontario.
Wrapped up by number 26, Liam Messam-Martin.
It's an impressive return there. Ontario sprinted down the field to get that tackle, allow Saskatchewan to get really not much, as we'll see on this replay. Yeah, 36 there, Austin Barton. And that's 26 there for Ontario, Liam Messam-Barton. So here we go there. Quick shovel pass, jet sweep. And that is going to go backwards.
Shovel pass to number 9.
Shovel pass number 9, Blackburn. And Saskatchewan having a tough go on offense here, and that does not help.
Tackle by number 37, Logan Woolsey. Second down.
Second down on the way. Sask looking for anything here just to move the chains. Drop back. Throws it. Purity spiral up to 88. It is incomplete. Had a chance there. Was 88. Tobias Kukura.
Receiver number 88,
From
Tobias
the
Kukura,
pass
is
from Newell.
incomplete.
Newell
down.
rolled left, sets his feet. Nice pass, but 25 for Ontario. Jesse Cater with the stop. And seems to go from bad to worse for Sask, as now you need to have yourself a really good kick here. And Sask is going to take the knee.
And Saskatchewan concedes the safety.
So safety there will be 2 for Ontario, 23-1. So yep, just tough breaks early on for Sask, but unable to produce. Here's Ben Blackburn, player to watch, number 9. We've seen him with the Rock a few times out of Saskatoon. 5'9", 170. They're going to need him as well as a few other guys to really produce here. They want to come back in this game.
Ontario will scrimmage 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line.
So here we go. Play action. Pretty ball, wide open. Caught! Number 31 was wide open up the middle of the field. And he is going to go down after being tackled by two Saskatchewan players down almost to the 15. Isaiah Petragoa.
Play number 21, Draven Wiggins.
So he's got a touchdown on the day, and he's putting up more numbers. That's a pretty ball there from Buksek.
Ball spot on the 17.
Aggressive call by Ontario. I like it there.
1st and 10.
Just keeping Saskatchewan on their heels with a mix of run and pass. Trying to blow this game wide open before it even really starts. Buksek. Snap. Toss. Cato left. We've seen Cato take a lot of tosses to the outside. They like that. This time doesn't really get anywhere. Brings up 2nd down.
Toss to 15. Josiah Cato. Tackle on play number 99, Colton Shaw. Gain of a yard, 2nd and 9.
So here we go here, Ontario. Buksek. Snaps the ball. Throws it wide open, and oh, it's intercepted. The linebacker read it and stood right there. I don't think Buksek saw him at all, and that's the type of play Saskatchewan needed. Try to get some momentum back. A pick by Nixon Goldston, the linebacker.
Nixon Goldstone.
And yep, Buksek let it go. I think he might have just hung on a little too long. He was looking for his receiver over the middle here. And bang, 44 there. Nixon Goldstone.
Ball spot on the 27-yard line.
Just sat in coverage and picked it off. Tell you what, playing Madden in my day, I've thrown plenty of those picks, so I'm not going to judge. Throws right, number 5 for Sask. And he'll pick up some chunks of yards.
Pass is caught by number 5.
Short gain for Keaton Belcher.
Tackle on the play, number 21, D'Anthony Coburn.
And
2nd down.
obviously doesn't need to say much when you're down 22 points. You'd like to get some good drives and points on the board yourselves. Sask looking to keep on the momentum from their interception. Newell is going to hand that off to number, I believe that's 6.
Ball handed off to number 6,
Caden Nightingale, 5'9" running back. So here we go. Clock is at 5:42 of this half.
Totaro in on the tackle. Brighton in the backfield.
And so Sask punts away at the 35, and that punt is blocked, and the punter actually recovers the ball. The ball is down, and Ontario will recover. Not that it mattered too much, but Ontario's got the ball.
Logan Woolsey.
And he has got himself the punt block there. And the punter, I believe, is down for Sask. He was under the pile there. As we'll see who came off the edge to block that. Oh, tough to say. He was in the black helmet there. 37 for Ontario with that block. Want to make sure the special teams guy gets his props. Logan Woolsey, 6'2" linebacker out of Oshawa, showing some speed and agility off the line. There is a Sask player down. And we will just take a quick break for that.
Hey folks, Premier Tim Houston here. Welcome to beautiful Antigonish. Nova Scotia is proud to host these national football events for the third time, and we know it's going to be another outstanding success. To the players, coaches, officials, staff, volunteers, and families, thank you. Your dedication is what makes football so special. To our Nova Scotian athletes, we're cheering you on. The best of luck to all the teams. Enjoy the competition, enjoy the community, and enjoy your time here in Nova Scotia. Take care, everyone. Very best of luck.
We're more than a university. We're a holding space for educational growth, for economic prosperity, and for community. We have something for everyone. Whether you're a first or fourth year student seeking to host your next event, or looking for true hospitality outside of the city. Choose St. FX University.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Very thankful there. Number 21, the punter, Saskatchewan, Traven Wiggins, is walking. He's got a trainer just beside him to help him out, but it looks like he's going to be all right. Very grateful to see. And we are back in this second quarter of play, 5:24 to go, 23-1 Ontario after the blocked punt attempt and the recover. So at the 25 of Sask, Ontario has a chance right back again to put up more points and have this lead cruise into another one. Handoff. And that's a good run to the left, 31. Keeps on his feet, and he is out of bounds near the 10. Isaiah
number 31, Isaiah
Petrageo.
Force out of bounds, number 22, Carver McLennan.
And that is more than enough for a first down. Be about first and goal, it looks like.
First and goal.
Yes, at the 9, first and goal. Stretch run to the right. Petragoa. Good tackling by Sask.
Petragora, the ball carrier once again, brought down by number 72, Xavier Camacho.
Petragora.
And 47, Xavier Conley.
So let's see here, second down. Interesting play call from Ontario here. Go through the air again or keep her on the ground. Play it safe.
Second down.
Especially after that pick they threw last time. But they do trust Hayden Buczek to throw the ball. That is obvious to me. As Buczek has the chance, he throws right. He's going to throw a corner out to his receiver, but it is sailing over the head. Number 81, Joshua Otley.
Incomplete. Third down.
Finkeldy was in the range, number 1, Saskatchewan on defense. See a player to watch. The other DB on the other side, Carver McLennan, number 22, 6'1", 185. And a kick, field goal attempt here is actually, it looks like he was ruled down, so third down. Kick's good, 3 points.
And a 15-yard field goal is good.
And so a 25-point lead, 26-1 the official score for Ontario and Saskatchewan. 4:13 left in the second quarter. And it'll be interesting here. And And Saskatchewan's going to line. It looks like we've got a quarterback change. I believe that's number 7, Samuel Bazarklowicz. He's a lefty. Ball was tipped, though, at the line by number 36, Tristan Downey.
Receiver number 31, Jack Belzer, is incomplete. Broken up by number 36, Tristan Downey.
And so 2nd and 10 after the incompletion for the first throw of the game for number 7. He's got guys. Calling a bit of an audible here to his receivers. Man-to-man with safety help. He throws it over the right. Oh! Threw it on the right side. Looking for Benjamin Blackburn. Bazarklowicz could not keep that one.
Broken up by number 51, Carter McBurney.
But we got ourselves a 3rd down, and Saskatchewan will punt again, and they've got a new punter in. Looks like number 7, Trayon White.
Trayon White set the punt.
And this punt will be sailed in the air and cleanly caught by 23 for Ontario, who will be tackled.
Punt return
Very hard there, number 40, Jude Dreisner. Tackled Keenan Brighton, number 23. That name sounds familiar, too, from the U16 tournament last year. That's the thing, these kids have... A lot of them have been in their programs, there's U14, 16, 18, etc. And they've got no problem representing their province. I'm sure it's a very proud moment for all of them and their parents. And a great opportunity for them for showcase their skills for a large audience, maybe some scouts. And a handoff here up the gut. And a good tackle. The runner,
the ball carrier,
Petrogora.
99, Colton Shaw.
Good handoff to start the drive. About 3 to go. It'll be, 2nd and 3. It'll be the 3-minute warning.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 3-minute warning.
So with the clock ticking down around 2:49 or 8 now, Ontario has just barely entered Saskatchewan zone again. Feels like they've been playing a lot of that pretty well the whole game here. Saskatchewan needs a big break here. That was close to offside, but appears that they're good to go. That pass is incomplete. We do have 2 flags in the backfield after the pass hit the ground. Or just as.
Incomplete.
That was intended for Pereira, number 1.
Flags on the play.
See the play action. And through it there was flags way in the backfield on the Saskatchewan side. And the penalty was on Ontario. Unnecessary roughness. It must have been on a push. The receiver finishing the battle with the DB of Saskatchewan went too far.
3rd down.
15 yards and a 3rd down now for Ontario as they will punt this rock away. For Saskatchewan, that's not bad. At least that's a stop. And hoping to get many more of those to go. And Benjamin Blackburn will be back to return for Saskatchewan, as that is a pretty decent punt. And good catch by Blackburn, though, on the return. As he'll run up to the left side. Jukes forward. Goes back to the left. Still on his feet. And he's even moving more. And over to the Saskatchewan sideline right in front of our cameraman there. Pretty good return by Blackburn. That could have been dangerous. A good catch over the shoulder. And then good effort to run around that left side and pick up extra yardage. We'll see here. Good side step. Goes to the left. Good cut. And finishing strong there. Taking a couple hits.
Ball spotted on the 41-yard line, 1st and 10.
And 1st and 10 for Saskatchewan. Number 7 is in. It's a handoff up the gut, and that's a good run for Saskatchewan there. Number 26, Marcus Adams.
Ball carried by number
just like that, a flag is in the Ontario backfield. Sailed right when the player got tackled to the ground.
25. Marcy flag on the play.
Shall see what this one entails.
Penalty against Team Ontario. Major foul piling on, 15-yard penalty. Ball spotted on Ontario's 38-yard line.
And so the penalty was on Ontario, 15 yards as Saskatchewan has the ball here. Number 7. He will drop back at the lefty. Throws. He's got a man open, but it's behind him. Looking for Blackburn.
Pass for
And just a little high, a little tight.
Blackburn is incomplete. 2nd down.
2nd down and 10. See on the replay here. And Samuel was just trying to find his guy. Had the right option, but just sailed a little too far to the left sideline side. Zarkowicz steps up in the pocket, looks to throw. He fakes, and he'll scramble. And it'll be interesting to see where they mark him. Might have just been enough for the first, and they're going to give it to him. Good run there by Samuel Bazarkowicz.
Good for 1st down yardage.
There's just a little less than 2 minutes left in the half. Saskatchewan looking to get any of the points they can and a little momentum before going to the locker room. The 15-minute intermission. Zarkowicz going to give the handoff to the right to 26. That's Adams. Barrels his way through. Good run, physical run. Marcus Adams.
Tripped up by number 37, Logan Woolsey.
26 looking like a running back there. Power. And Saskatchewan continues to hurry. Zarkowicz gives it right back to Adams, who runs it up the gut again. Gets it down to about the Ontario 5-yard line. Brings up 2nd.
Adams, the ball carrier once again.
I think it was 38. Braden Todorov on the tackle. So let's see here. 2nd down, about 3 to go, ball on the 5. It's Adams up the middle, and he's in, touchdown.
Okay, by the running back number 26, Marcus Adams.
And a good drive by Saskatchewan, running the ball.
Saskatchewan.
And they're able to scamper their way in and get a little momentum. Ontario will get the ball back, though, for a last possession before half. Good running by Adams on those last few plays there, as we'll see on the replay here. Zarkowicz. Snap. Just a simple little run to the right there. Inside zone, and there you go. Saskatchewan has 7 on the board, looking to make it 8 here at the PAT. And it's good. 26-8
extra point is
Ontario. And their 18-point lead, they look to grow it here. 1:20 left. Still some time on the clock. If Saskatchewan can get a 2-and-out too. And the day is beautiful here. A little more gust, a little more winds than some of the other games today. It's beautiful Thursday, July 17. The 2025 Canada Cup, Football Canada Cup here. And we have got a drop bobble on the return, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered for Saskatchewan. And there you go. We have seen momentum change hands just like that in both of the previous games today, and it looks like this one is no different. I did not see who got the recovery for Saskatchewan.
White with the recovery. Ball spot
I
on
think,
the 36
yeah, and I think
line.
White 17, the actual kicker there, the punter, was able to come up with the recovery. Hand off Adams up the gut. He has really nowhere to go there.
Adams, the ball carrier.
Todorov.
Down by number 38, Todorov.
Todorov there. Clock will
Second
continue to
down.
run. Second down, 8 to go, 1:05 on the clock and ticking. Saskatchewan looking to put up more points on the board, get even more momentum. Alberta had a comeback after the second half. It actually got worse entering the fourth quarter against Quebec. Anything can happen in these games, folks. As he throws one up, what a catch! Unbelievable! Holy smokes!
Pass is caught by number 5.
Unbelievable
Belcher.
catch by number 5, Keaton Belcher. I want to see a replay of that. As the nice throw here, knew he was going to his guy, all over him.
Yard line, first
One-handed catch. And that was unbelievable. That's the highlight of the day today, folks. It's been called TSN. Saskatchewan with the momentum looking to capitalize. Read option. Quarterback keeper takes a lick.
Ball carried by the quarterback, number 7, Samuel Bazarkovich.
And Bazarkovics. Pardon me, folks. I am trying to spell this out correctly. Bazarkovics.
McBurney in on the tackle.
So Ontario with a second down, 3 yards to defend their territory. They're trying to get their man on side. Bazarkovics trying to snap the ball quick. Adams has it, and he's in for the touchdown. Adams got 2 in a matter of about a minute or so. And off the fumble by Ontario on the kickoff,
Touchdown,
Saskatchewan has themselves right back in this football game. Excellent tough run there up the gut. Really liking how this kid plays at the running back position. Marcus Adams, 5'10", 190. Excellent, excellent play, and the Saskatchewan crowd is feeling it now. As we'll see, Bazarko was there. He hurries up the line. 64 was trying to set up, and because Ontario didn't have all their players set, they weren't ready. And it cost them there as the point after is good. Make it 26-15 Ontario, 11-point game. Just as I thought this game might start getting out of hand, be the first real rout of the day, Saskatchewan has shown some resiliency here and pull this game back. Still over halfway through left in this entire game. Just before halftime. I would like to thank our sponsors one more time. We've got St. FX University, One Team Sports, Coach Atlantic, the province of Nova Scotia, the town of Antigonish, the municipality of the county of Antigonish, and 101.5 The Hawk.
Trayon White set the kick.
As White will kick this off, referees blow it dead immediately. And we'll redo that. Still got another game to go, if you can believe it, folks, a quadruple header. So we have the host team, Nova Scotia, taking on their rival, their cross-provincial rival, New Brunswick. A showdown at 7 p.m. right here at St. FX Field. All the volunteers here from Football Canada, Nova Scotia, as well as all the other teams for their own kids. Big shout out to them as White kicks things off. This will take a bounce, and it is recovered this time by 81, but not much of a return.
By number 81, Joshua Otley.
So that was Otley with the return. Good tackle there by Saskatchewan. Xavier Conley, we've announced his name a few times. It's a good pursuit, good tackling there from 47 in green.
Ball spotted on the 38-yard line, 1st and 10.
And handoff, the little miscommunication. He went to the left when the running back was right. That pass is going to fall incomplete. And lucky that was a forward pass.
Petrogora is incomplete.
The pass intended for Petrogora, incomplete. Clock stops again with 22 left. 2nd down, Ontario. We'll see on the replay there. Try to do a play action. Just a miscommunication there, and it kind of blew up the play there from start to finish. Saskatchewan was near the ball anyway. They sniffed it out. And here we go. Petrogora down to the right. And that is, I believe, just enough for a first, or maybe just short. Looks like maybe
play number 44, Nixon Goldstone.
Maybe a half an inch.
3rd down short.
Decision time from Ontario. Looks like they will go for it. $16 seconds. I mean, the clock will just run down. I wouldn't be surprised if Ontario just lets it run and then gets the last play. And the sneak. That is a 1st down conversion. And I believe that is going to do it for the half, and it does. Entertaining. First quarter and a half, I thought this was going to be a rout. I'm sure many people did, but Saskatchewan with 2 straight touchdowns off a fumble, and especially off running back number 26, Marcus Adams. It's 26-15 heading into halftime. We'll be back after about a 15-minute break. I'm Denver Donnelly. You're watching the 2025 Football Canada Cup.
What? Oh, he's recording. I'm mic'd, bro.
Huh?
I'm mic'd.
Oh, I did not know that.
I'm trying to run some. Probably like walkthrough team. How is he spiraling them like that?
In socks.
In socks? I didn't even notice that. Sit on! Go, sit on!
Right away, right away!
Yeah. Ready, go, sit on!
You got the lineman to do. How is Camden getting to sign camera? But just wait.
That's a sneak diss, bro.
32!
Ready, go, sit on!
You're mic'd up?
Yeah.
Actually?
Huh?
Actually?
Yeah. Camera's over there. Go, sit on.
Let's get that pull goal. Good job. Good pull.
Go, sit on.
And Layton, one more decisive, okay? Just go so we know.
No, actually, do a mesh.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this 2025 Football Canada Cup, the U18s. We're entering the second half. Saskatchewan, Ontario up 26-15. Here's our halftime match statistics. And first down's obviously Ontario, the possession, but Saskatchewan came late with a few big plays, especially the runs, and a fumble recovery on a punt, or a kickoff, pardon me, to put up a quick 14 with the last 2 minutes of the half. So the rushing yards, you know, a little bit leaning towards Saskatchewan in terms of average. If they get that passing game going, they will have a good chance to come back with Ontario. And penalties will be a key too, I am certain of that. We'll see which team can kind of keep their composure. But either way, Saskatchewan must have been feeling pretty good heading into that halftime locker room. At least in terms of how they finished. They want to start off this half a lot better than they did the other one. And for Ontario, I'd say just keeping your composure. You're still up by 11 points. And at least for the first quarter, let's say like quarter and 3 quarters, I would say it was all Ontario, but that's why we play the games, folks. I've seen 2 comebacks already this afternoon in our 2 games. So anything can happen at this tournament. We have seen that before. Hayden Buczek, 10 of 15 for 142, a touchdown and a pick for Ontario. Gavin Newell started off. He was 3 of 5 for 8 yards and a pick. They replaced him with, pardon me, they replaced him there with Saskatchewan there, number 7, Samuel Bazarkowicz. And here we go. Second half is underway. Ontario to kick away. Good return there by number 9, and he's going to have space up the middle. And that was a huge tackle by number 51 for Ontario, Carter McBurney. I'll tell you, if he didn't get him, he might have been away. We've called Benjamin Blackburn's name quite a bit here for Sask.
41-yard line, 1st and 10.
As here we go, Sask will start off their first drive of the second half. All the momentum. They've got 2 touchdowns on their last couple drives. And they will start on good field position at their own 40. Handoff, Adams. And that is a tackle by Logan Woolsey. 37 for Ontario, but a good gain for Adams on first down. About halfway home.
Gain of 5 yards, 2nd down 5.
Saskatchewan's ground game has looked good today. Adams has been an imposing physical runner, especially right up the middle. See what they opt to do on 2nd down. Play action, throws, he's got his man. Beautiful play design to Blackburn. He had a guy open short, but he took the long one.
By number 51, Carter McBurney.
See on the replay here, beautiful play design on the play action.
Good for 1st down yardage. Ball spotted on the 48-yard line of Ontario.
I have to respect Adams' ground game, so that left a few guys open. And right to the left, get the ball out quick. Move the chains. Bazarkowicz throws, dangerous pass behind his man over the middle. Lucky
receiver number 5,
man in red was there.
2nd down.
A pass attempt to number 5, Keaton Belcher. See here, he tried to get it out right away, but just behind, it was tipped up too. Those are usually the ones that scare you and go the other way for the defense, but not to be. After that incompletion, 2nd and 10. Zarkowicz, he's looking right. Throws the seam, caught. What a nice throw, nice catch to Tobias Kakura. And that was a strike by Bazarkowicz. And I'll tell you, it's been a couple throws today that he has made so far when coming off the bench for Sask, and he is moving the chains. He knew where to go immediately, had his man wide open, perfect throw down the seam, beautifully placed. And how about that, folks? Saskatchewan is inside the Ontario red zone. Be a quick throw outside to his favorite target, and he is tackled short. Was Blackburn.
Caught by number 9, Blackburn, brought down by number 36, Downey.
So Sask with a good opening drive of this half, trying to keep this momentum. Crowd is into it. You can tell the players are getting more confident as they go, especially this offense here. The tandem of Blackburn and Marcus Adams. They will throw again. He's going right. He's got a man wide open up the middle, but he just sails it over his head. Intended for number 31, Jack Boekler.
Incomplete. Beckler. Third down.
Third down, Saskatchewan will send out the field goal unit to try to make this a one-possession game, 26-18. They were down 26-1 with about 2-ish minutes left in the first half. Now they are chipping away. Saskatchewan's got to be very confident after that drive, though. They had that guy wide open in the end zone as this kick is up, and it is good. Flag on the play. And judging by the players' reactions, I'm going to assume this is on Saskatchewan, which would take those 3 points off the board. Waiting for the official ruling. Penalty is on Saskatchewan, so they'll re-kick.
Penalty is against Saskatchewan, illegal block.
And by the way, it is very nice to see back in the game
10-yard penalty, repeat third
for
down.
Saskatchewan, 21, Traven Wiggins, who was down late in the first half, but he is back on the field and back to kicking for the green team. Well, this will be a longer attempt. They backed him up. And the lefty boot. And it's good. No problem.
And Wiggins, 31-yard field goal
Wiggins
is
drills
good.
it. And make that, ladies and gentlemen, an 8-point ball game, one possession, 26-18. Ontario, 17 unanswered so far for Sask. Yeah. Like I said, it's good to see him back on the field. It was a little bit scary there. He's laying down injured, but it was good to see him get back up, and now he's back out there producing for his province. I heard Saskatchewan folks were pretty tough. All right, here we go. Buczek, who had an impressive first half passing the ball, will hand it off to Petragora, who we've seen touch the ball, him and Gisakedo.
Brought down by number 91, Nathaniel Elias.
So after a short gain of about 3, it'll be 2nd and 7 Ontario. This is a big play here. If the 2 went out here for Ontario, and the Saskatchewan with all the momentum, that's not looking good. Drops back to pass. He will have a man open up the middle. Caught. Found his big target, McCausland. You can't teach height, and when he's got hands like that over the middle, you can be quite pleased to throw the ball to him. And first down Ontario when they really needed one. Speaking of, as we see on the replay there, good drop back.
Ontario's number 11, Brendan
reading.
McCausland, the injured player.
There's McCausland there, and McCausland is actually down. So I'll just take a quick break as the trainers attend to him.
We're more than a university. We're a holding space for educational growth, for economic prosperity, and for community. We have something for everyone. Whether you're a first or fourth year student seeking to host your next event or looking for true hospitality outside of the city. Choose St. FX University.
Hey folks, Premier Tim Houston here. Welcome to beautiful Antigonish. Nova Scotia is proud to host these national football events for the third time, and we know it's going to be another outstanding success. To the players, coaches, officials, staff, volunteers, and families, thank you. Your dedication is what makes football so special. To our Nova Scotian athletes, we're cheering you on. The best of luck to all the teams. Enjoy the competition, enjoy the community, and enjoy your time here in Nova Scotia. Take care, everyone. Very best of luck.
Especially at his size. Bigger you are, the harder your fall. And Buczek will snap it here on the first down. Throws right over the middle, finds his man. That's 54, Jacob Whitlock. Listed as a defensive lineman, but they got him out of tight end there. Picks up a short chunk of yards.
Play number 47, Xavier Conley. Second down.
So Ontario is just inside Sask's territory at their 54. Make the ball outside stretch run. And that doesn't go much of anywhere, maybe a couple yards. That'll bring up a third down.
Patrick Orr, the ball carrier brought down by number 44, Goldstone. Third down.
Third down decision time, and it appears that Ontario's going to go for it. They are about 3 yards from the first down marker. Interesting play call coming up here. Saskatchewan can get a stop here. They're in prime real estate to get some more points on the board. Ontario trying to keep this drive moving. Buczek. Oh! And that is not the type of snap we were looking for there. Saskatchewan is going to get the ball back as Ontario is going to be forced to punt after that penalty. Yeah, the center just bobbled the snap, false start.
Against Ontario, illegal procedure.
Tried to snap it back, but the referees caught that one.
Third down.
After that 5-yard penalty now, no more opportunity to go for it on third down. They will punt.
Blackburn in the backfield for Saskatchewan.
So here we go, folks. 26-18, about 6:38 remaining on the clock. As time ticks away, Saskatchewan getting the ball back. And that punt is sailing straight up in the air. Oh, man, and it rolled backwards and out of bounds. And a punt that went pretty well nowhere. And there's a flag on the play as the Saskatchewan player was down. And I wonder if that's going to be unnecessary roughness on Ontario added on. A punt that sailed straight up in the air and rolled backwards almost where the line of scrimmage was. There was a flag right beside where a Saskatchewan player was down and an Ontario player was walking away.
Oh, no, I did. It's something with
Yeah.
It's like you were like,
Unnecessary roughness. add some more yardage. And pretty disastrous there for Ontario. False start, and a punt goes backwards, followed up by a undisciplined penalty. Sask is going to start at the Ontario 31. Not too much better spaces to operate from than that. All the momentum for Green. Samuel Bazarkowicz, since he has joined the game under center for Saskatchewan, it's looked like a different offense. The lefty wearing 7 looking like Michael Vick. And he shows off his arm. And that pass is caught. And they're going to fight for the ball. I don't know. And they're going to rule it a Saskatchewan catch.
Pass is caught by the receiver number 9, Benjamin Blackburn.
Benjamin Blackburn with the jump ball. It was wrestling around with the DB, but the referee rules it Saskatchewan ball. What a catch. Saskatchewan, Blackburn's having himself a day.
On the tackle. Good for first down. Yardage ball spotted on the 9-yard line. First and goal.
Him and Belcher have had 2 outstanding catches on those days. Or on today, I should say. So let's keep it moving. First down, keeper to the quarterback. And he runs it in for the touchdown, read option.
The quarterback, number 7.
And Saskatchewan continues to pour it on.
Touchdown, Saskatchewan.
And they have brought this game to a 2-point ball game, 26-24. You go down 25 points like that early on, it's easy to just pack it in and call it a day. Saskatchewan proving they don't want to mess around here. They're here to win. Flew a long way from Saskatchewan here in Nova Scotia. Great keeper there. And Bazarkowicz has been outstanding for Saskatchewan coming in relief. Point after is good. 1-point ball game, and there's a lot of time left, 5:27.
5:27 remaining in the third quarter. Ontario 26, Saskatchewan 25.
And Saskatchewan sideline, the furthest near from me. They're high-fiving, dapping each other up. They're feeling pretty good. Ontario on the other sideline trying to regroup.
The town of Antigonish, province of Nova Scotia, Coach Atlantic, One Team Sports, and St. Francis Xavier University.
Boy, these games today, folks, all 3 have been outstanding. And the good news is we still have quite a bit of time left in this one, and we got another one after that. 7 p.m., Nova Scotia host team versus New Brunswick. Manitoba defeated BC earlier. And Alberta defeated Quebec. Who will pull out this one as Ontario returns it? And that tackle is broken, 26, and he's going to be wrapped up by a whole group of Saskatchewanese.
Return by number 26, Liam Messam-Barton. Tackle on the play, number
26,
41,
Liam Messam-Barton, who's been the return man and a sometimes running back option.
47, Xavier Conley.
Conley was in on that tackle. He's been a tackling machine. I feel like I've heard his name every second time for Saskatchewan, the linebacker. And here we go, Ontario. Trying to get a good drive going. Saskatchewan's crowd's going nuts. Here is a handoff up the middle, and he doesn't get a whole lot of anywhere. 44-47. Goldstone and Conley, the linebackers, gain a couple.
Gain of 3 yards, second 7.
Second and 7. Ontario desperately trying to move the chains. They got a play action. Pass up, and it is complete. What a catch, and he's still on his feet. Bumbling down to the Saskatchewan sideline. That's 82, Jackson Maggio. And Ontario needed a first down conversion there, and they get it.
First and 10.
Trying to keep this pressure off and keep the chains moving. See if they can get a long and prosperous drive. Saskatchewan's defense has not been out on the field a lot to start this quarter. They're rested up, ready to go. 44 on the pressure. He gets it away, up in the air, and incomplete. And these linebackers are becoming an issue for Ontario. Goldstone and Conley. Goldstone on the pressure, untouched. You'll see on this replay here. 44 in the maroon helmet. You'll see him coming on your right side screen. Untouched, hits. Bobbled up Conley, and then 42. Jackson Gordon Dovell. So the three linebackers set. Those three in the middle are causing issues for Ontario. Second and 10. Buczek, left, completes. He's right at the marker, and he's going to get it.
Pass caught by the receiver number 1, Will Pereira.
And Pereira moves the chains, and Ontario's got a couple first downs. See here, Buczek, he has been
good for first
pretty
down
impressive. His footwork, his drop back, he sets his feet pretty well every throw.
First and 10.
Definitely good mechanics. As Ontario on this first down, here's their own 45, and a sweep over to 82, his second straight touch. Or sorry, second touch of the 3.
Jackson
Maggio.
Time on the play, number 1. Galdi.
Here we go, second and short now for Ontario.
Saskatchewan's number 99, Colton Shaw.
Just shy of midfield, the X logo. And there's a Saskatchewan player down. And tough to say who, but looks like 99. Colton Shaw, hopefully he's all good to go. Yes, he is. He's just needed a bit of a breather there. And he will walk off on his own 2 feet. You can see here on the replays here, Ontario trying to get something going on this drive. They've had a couple big plays and some second down conversions by Buczek. And they'll need another one here as it's about second, 3 yards to go. So here we go. Buczek. He's going to hand the rock off. And he is tackled right at the line. I think he's going to be short. Yeah, he was tackled in midfield. The line to gain is the 54 of Saskatchewan.
Ball spotted near midfield.
Third and short, and guess what? Ontario's punting. So Saskatchewan's defense coming through again. If there's anything that needs to be shown for this Canada Cup Thursday here today for this U18 action, don't go anywhere. You never know what you're going to miss.
Blackburn in the backfield. Reeves at the punt.
So with Blackburn in the backfield, who has been dangerous all day for Saskatchewan, and that's another punt that sails straight up. The wind took it a bit, and another backwards roll, and it's out of bounds and a flag. And from bad to worse here for Ontario special teams, as that wind is sailing it right straight in the air.
Flag on the play.
And Saskatchewan's going to get prime field positioning again. We do need to check the marker. And I'm pleased there was no flag on the play. They just picked it up.
Ball spot on the 51-yard line, 1st and 10.
All right.
Saskatchewan.
So once again, Saskatchewan starts a drive in Ontario's end. They are down 1 point. They had 1 point at one point. It was 26-1, now 26-25. Still plenty of clock left. This game is not over. It could go either way. But all the momentum is on Saskatchewan's side, and it has been that way for a little bit now. It's every time for Ontario to get a big defensive play or defensive pick, this would be the time. As Bezerkowicz is going to hand the rock off, first down. Adams. Good run, as to be expected. He picks up about 7.
Number 26, Marcus Adams.
Love the way Adams runs the ball.
Tackle
This
play
old school.
number 97, Lamorto.
And the Saskatchewan O-line, you got to give them a lot of credit too. These boys don't get as much talk as any position really, but they're creating some holes and pushing that Ontario D-line back. Big boys on that Ontario D-line, as this will be a throw outside. Caught. Good catch. It was low for Keaton Belcher.
Number 5.
But that
Keaton
is
Belcher.
a first down for Saskatchewan. Move the chains again. As you see on the replay
Good
here,
for first down on the
Bezerkowicz
yardage.
really had a play action, just immediately knew where he wanted to go. Ontario was playing soft coverage. Saskatchewan will take that in the yards in the first. Bezerkowicz, counter run. Adams, outside, tackle down, 2 flags. We got
number 26, Marcus
multiple
Adams.
flags. The first one I thought might have been a horse collar face mask, but I'm going to be interested in where that back one was. Could be offsetting. We'll see here. There's
Flag
Adams on the
the
run.
play.
And yeah, right there's a face mask. But there was a flag in the backfield as well. Keaton Belcher, a player to watch. He has been outstanding. And yep, they're only going to call face mask,
Penalties
extra yardage.
against Team Ontario.
Saskatchewan
Major
moves the
foul,
chains.
unnecessary
Belcher
roughness,
made an
face
absolutely
mask.
outstanding highlight reel catch in that
15-yard
second quarter
penalty.
on their the start of their comeback. It's a highlight of the night, no matter
Ball spot on
what
the
you're watching.
22-yard line, 1st and 10.
I expect him, Adams, and Blackburn to continue being the focal points of this Saskatchewan offense. Why not? Drops back, he fumbled the snap, but he does pick it up, and he's going to run, and he'll throw it. Complete. And that is more than enough for a first down. 31, Jack Bokler.
Jack Beckler. Guy on the play, number 3, Adam Wiltshire.
Saskatchewan offense has been outstanding, even there where the quarterback fumbles the snap.
Good
Still
for
pick up
first
the
down
ball, make the
yardage.
right play.
Saskatchewan will scrimmage. 1st and goal.
And first
On the
and goal,
7.
Ontario on the heels of their own goal line. About. First down, 7 yards to pay dirt. They will pass. And he's got to go wide open, but he missed him too much. Air on that one, too much juice.
Benjamin
Looking for
Blackburn
Blackburn.
is incomplete.
And that is an
Second
incompletion.
down.
And that will do it for the third
And
quarter of
that's
play.
the end of the third quarter of play.
Don't go
Your
anywhere,
score,
folks.
Team
Ontario 26, Saskatchewan
26,
25.
Saskatchewan 25.
Saskatchewan opened the scoring with a rouge on the opening kickoff, 1-0. From then on, Ontario scored 26 unanswered. And just like that, Saskatchewan scored 24 unanswered. So a game of momentum and swings. You can see here is Ontario, they made some plays on offense, but Saskatchewan's defense, especially right up the middle, those 3 linebackers, Gordon, Doval, Goldstone, and Conley, the 40s, 42, 44, 47, have been outstanding. So second down and goal, 7 yards. You see these highlights here of our third quarter. Some great plays here so far today, and we will continue it forward. Just want to thank some sponsors here right quick before we get going in the fourth quarter play. And I just want to, excuse me, quickly thank the St. FX University, One Team Sports, the Coach Atlantic, Province of Nova Scotia, the Town of Antigonish, the Municipality of the County of Antigonish, and 101.5, the Hawk. As I've got some after third quarter stats. Zarkowicz 6 of 12, 119. But when he does throw, he's hitting on the money for some big-time yardage. Buczek 15 of 21, 193, 1 TD, 1 pick for Ontario. And rushing-wise, Marcus Adams 10 for 104, 2 touchdowns. Milana 40. It has been the keys to this game today. Second down. Huge play here. They fake the handoff. He's got space to the right. He's going to run to the corner. He can't get the edge. And tackled by 51 on Ontario.
Samuel Zarkowicz. Tackle on the play, number 51, Carter McBurney.
.283 to 242, the offensive yards in favor of Ontario after 3 quarters of play. And they are dominating time of possession. Once again by almost double, but we saw that in the last game where Quebec was out-possession Alberta by double. And it was not meant to be. It didn't really matter. You got to convert when you do. Saskatchewan has today. Now it's a 3rd down and 5, and they're going for it, and we got a flag in the backfield.
Flag on the play.
I believe this is delay of game.
Penalty is against Saskatchewan. Time count violation, 5-yard penalty, repeat 3rd down.
And with that being said, they'll send out the kicking unit to take the lead. And this field goal attempt just slips in that right upright. It's good.
Field goal is good.
I've been calling just as a number 31 Ontario, Isaiah Petragora. That is not his name. It's Patrick Orr. My apologies, folks. Some of these names are
11:15 remaining in the 4th quarter.
misspelled, or I didn't have them. So I'm just kind of going off what I hear.
Ontario 26.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Saskatchewan takes a 2-point lead. They've come all the way back, but the job is not finished. 11:15 left in the 4th. Ontario looking to get this offense going, really for the first time since the second half began. Buczek statistically has been good, but Ontario's going to need him to be pretty great here. Make some big-time throws.
1st and 10.
They want to get back in this one. 1st down, ball on the Ontario 35-yard line. Tight end in motion. And I got Saskatchewan jumping there. This is a free play. And it's, almost picked off. But I believe number 42 on Saskatchewan jumped either way. Jackson Gordon-Dovell.
Pass to the intended receiver, number 81,
Dovell.
Otley. Broken up by number 1. McLD. Flag on the play.
See on the replay here. Yeah, 42 jumped. So that will be 5 yards. And we'll repeat that 1st down.
5-yard penalty, repeat 1st down.
1st and 5 at the 40. Ontario. Patrick Orr in the backfield. And they go to him. Patrick Orr scrambles over the middle and gets to midfield where he is tackled by 51 on Saskatchewan. Davis Reeves, the D lineman.
Patrick Orr. Tackle the play, number 51, Davis Reeves. Ontario's number 65, Carson Metcalf, the injured player.
Metcalf will just go to the tent right quick, get it checked out. Doesn't seem to be too bad. So here we go. First down, Ontario. Ball placed at the 53 of Saskatchewan. And this is a run up the gut to the Saskatchewan 50, gain of 3, Patrick Orr.
Reeves in on the tackle. Gain of 3 yards, second down, 7.
Defense chance raining out. Saskatchewan faithful, loud and proud here. This pass is over the middle. Got him, man! Incomplete. Oh, and they throw the flag. That's a late one. The DB finished his hit.
Pass for the intended receiver, number 81, Joshua.
Kind of a late flag.
Incomplete. Flag on the play.
But I will say you got to hope that this Ontario player, first and foremost, is A-OK. He took a lick. We'll see on the replay here. I want to. As he threw. Tough. Kind of trying to see the angle. If it caught him in the jaw or right in the chest. If it's in the jaw, that is a penalty. But either way. Chains are moving here regardless. And it looks like the player is A-OK. That's good to see. He took a lick, man, so we're very, very happy to see that Ontario is good to go.
Major foul, unnecessary roughness, 15-yard penalty. Ball spot on the 35-yard line, 1st and 10, Ontario.
1st and 10, Ontario after the penalty. Here we go. Ball on the 35. 1st down. Buczek has time, not enough, and he's down. Number 99, Saskatchewan, Colton Shaw with the sack.
Colton Shaw.
But there we go. So that is a sack loss. It looks like about 4 yards there. Yeah, 99 Colton Shaw has been outstanding so far. He got hurt there, a little banged up. But he's been a presence. The Saskatchewan defense has been outstanding since the first half. Getting pressure, swarming the ball carriers as this is a quick outlet throw. He does have space, not enough numbers. Gets a block. Scrambles it out to the left side, steps out of bounds. More than enough for a 1st down for Ontario. Pereira with the catch and run. 8.5 to go.
Ball spot on the 23-yard line, 1st and 10. Gain of 16 yards on the toss, catch, and run.
Here we go. Buczek. Run, left. Now he's going to run it out right. He's got room if he can get the edge. He does, but he can't. Just got sprayed up there. And he's inside the 10. Patrick Orr with some good runs so far. Saskatchewan player down. That's number 99 again. That's Colton Shaw. Great run there by Patrick Orr. Was bounced out left, so decided to take it right.
Colton Shaw, the injured player.
Was the correct decision. We have an injured player down. Just take a sec. And we'll be right back as the player is tended to. All right, we're back here. And Colton Shaw just going off to the sideline, a little hobbled, but he is getting attended to. Big part of that Saskatchewan D-line, though, he's made some plays. We are going to have to see here as Ontario has first and goal to go at the 8. Buczek. He fires it high, incomplete. Might have had a man underneath if he could have slotted it in there. He looked deep.
82, Jackson Maggio is incomplete.
For Maggio.
Second down.
So they're just too high for Maggio. But we got ourselves second and goal now. Buczek. He'll drop back to us. He's looking right. He's got him this time. And it's caught for the touchdown, Maggio. Right back to it.
Passes down by number 82. Jackson
almost identical. He had him that time, though. Second time's the charm. And Ontario takes their lead right back. Make it 32-28 right now. Pending the PAT. You'll see a replay there in a sec, but Buczek, who's been very, very good in the pocket today. The last one sailed on him this time. Guy in his face doesn't matter. Put it right on the money. That's a big-time touchdown for Ontario, taking a little more momentum back, taking the lead more importantly. PAT is good.
Reed's extra point is
5-point game, 7.5 remaining. Reminder after this, we got 7 p.m. Nova Scotia, New Brunswick.
Remaining in the fourth quarter, Ontario 33, Saskatchewan 28.
The Maritime rivals.
Time now for your winning 50-50 ticket number on an orange ticket. The winning number
7.5 remaining.
686.
Anybody's ball game. Saskatchewan's been very, very good on offense
686
for this half of football.
Congratulations, you just won $110, and you can pick up your winnings at the main gate from Pam.
And here we go. Kickoff there by Grebe. And that'll bounce forward. The return by 36. Still on his feet. And he is tackled down.
Kick return by number 36, Austin Barton. Tackle on the play, number 23, Keenan Brighton. Ball spot on the 29-yard line, 1st and 10.
First down, here we go for this drive. Huge one for Sask. They will hand it off to Adams up the gut. And
ball carried by the running back, number 26.
one of the better
Marcus
defensive
Adams.
line stands by Ontario today. Usually Adams was getting about 6-7 chunks.
Wrapped up by number 50, Aiden Smallwood.
Only a pick of about 2. That'll be 2nd and 8. Ontario sideline getting a little more hype with their crowd.
Gain of 2
Trying to get
yards,
things going.
down 8.
Here we go. Sarkowicz rolls to his right. Short's a dump off to Adams, trying to hope he breaks free for the first, and he's going to end up short.
Pass is caught by number 26, Marcus Adams.
Short by a
Tackle on
couple.
the play, number 97, Leo Lamorto.
And Saskatchewan will punt the ball away. Too deep in their end to be going for
3rd
this.
down.
3rd down, little over 6 minutes as the clock ticks away. 21 for Ontario is the return man. That's DeAnthony Crossborn. Now, Ontario had 2 punts that sailed straight in the air when kicking in this direction. We will see if that continues. This one's more of a straight line drive. And recovered after a couple bounces by 7.
Kick recovered by
Dimitri.
number 7, Underhill. Flag on the play.
Sorry, Lucas Underhill. Penalty here on Saskatchewan, so that'll move Ontario a little bit forward.
Saskatchewan, illegal block on the return. 5 yards from the end of the play.
Illegal block, and
Ontario
near
will scrimmage
midfield.
1st and 10.
Ontario will start their next
From
drive.
their own 51-yard line. 5:48 remaining in the 4th quarter.
Here we go, Buczek will hand it off on 1st down, and that's plenty of running room. And he continues to sprint up the right, and he is gone. Look at the Jets. Can he beat the man in the corner? Yes, he does. Touchdown, Isaiah Petricor. What a run.
Isaiah Petricor into the end zone. Touchdown.
The speed and agility of Petricor shown off there.
59
yards,
to the
pay dirt.
house.
And a game of back and forth. Ontario taking the momentum at an opportune time here in the 4th. You'll see a replay of this run. Very impressive. Buczek here, when he snaps the ball, they shift. You see it's a counter run. He decides to bounce it left. And then watch this little shift inside. Just use the speed. No one can catch him. And that little break right there caused him to go 59 yards to pay dirt up to the right side.
Wait.
Little confusion. That'll be delayed.
Flag on the play.
Be time violation.
Time count violation against Ontario. Penalty yards will be applied on kickoff.
And here we go. Point after attempt. After the penalty, that'll be enforced on the kickoff. PAT.
And the point after is good. 5:48 remaining. Ontario 40, Saskatchewan 28.
28. Let's see here. Score clock on the field reads one. He missed that? No, he made it. He made that kick. The score clock on the field says 39-29 Ontario. Our score is correct on the stream here. It is 40-28 Ontario after that PAT. And what a kick on the kickoff, and that'll bounce out of the end zone. And an absolute boomer there.
And the kick goes through the
Dimitri
end
Grieve
zone for the point. It is now 41-28.
41-28. As the Ontario faithful is letting the scoreboard clock operator hear it. I think we got the gist. Yeah, I promise the score is correct on our stream, folks. It is 41-28, even though I think on the field there might be some confusion as well. And still waiting here, just on the dead ball. I don't know if they're waiting to fix the clock or... So it's 5:48 reading on there. Reminder, there's another game right after this at 7, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick. The fourth and final game of our quadruple matinee. And that cheer you hear is the score clock operator getting it right. Ontario's fired up. But we have seen 2 touchdowns quick from Saskatchewan, and this game's not over. I've seen crazier things happen in this tournament. First down, reverse. They got a pass. They got a man wide open, but he couldn't hit him. Keaton Belcher was the quarterback.
Pass intended for number 9, Benjamin Blackburn. Incomplete.
Looking for Blackburn.
Second down.
And we'll see on the replay there, he had Blackburn wide open, but the receiver throwing him the ball there. 2 gloves, Teddy Bridgewater. Just sails it a little low. Second down, huge for Saskatchewan. You got to think they got to get conversion here. Quarterback steps up in the pocket. He's going to run. It's going to be close, and he's going to have it more than enough for that first down.
Ball carried by the quarterback, number 7, Samuel Zarkowicz.
Zarkowicz has used his arm and his leg to his advantage here for Saskatchewan. They'll need more of that. As time ticks away under 5.
Ball spot on the 52-yard line, first
down 13.
And 10.
It is 2025 Football Canada Cup U18 semis. Quarterback will roll right, throws across his body up the middle, and that is complete Tobias Kakura, who's had a couple of catches here today that were big.
Kakura.
We had a touchdown as well earlier in the game. My notes here.
Good for first down yardage.
According to this, not. But so let's see here. Looks like we got a player down before they can snap the ball. And 2 players just on knees, maybe just getting their wind, maybe a couple cramps. We'll see. Doesn't seem to be anything too major, just some water. We see here, and yeah, just a cramping situation, trying to get those legs worked. Both these teams playing hard. It's been a very entertaining matchup here. Back and forth showdown. And with Saskatchewan continue to march, this game is far from over as far as I'm concerned.
Ontario's number 64, Mateo Jackson, the injured player.
For Jackson, but he is okay. So, 1st and 10 ball on the Ontario 46. This play is deep. Caught! What a catch! Ah, they're saying he was out of bounds, it looks like.
Caught by number 5, Keaton Belcher, out of bounds.
Jeez. Another great throw there by Bezirkowicz. And great tracking the ball. That was close, but Keaton Belcher unable to fully pull it in. Belcher had an outstanding catch right around that side of the field, around the same area earlier in the second. Yeah, that was close. That was close. That was close. As Bezirkowicz is going to throw a screen. Blackburn lucky to hang on to that ball. I'll tell you, after a couple viewing that replay, I think that receiver might have had a foot down. But either way, Ontario with the huge defensive stand considering the time on the clock.
Time on the play, number 50, Aiden Smallwood.
Yeah, I believe this is a replay of that throw. Oh, no, this is a screen. That's my apologies. Yep. But yeah, Blackburn there. Lucky to get that catch there. The D lineman looked like he was going to rip it right out of his hands. This will be a punt. Straight line drive kick, hoping for a bounce or two. Ontario will field the ball, run, pick up a couple. As Ontario's offense come back in the field. I wouldn't want a replay of that catch on the sideline. One more look.
Return number 21, Crossburn.
We saw the punt here. This is a pretty good line drive punt right down the middle. So here Ontario with time running down as I speak. Just over 3 minutes. We'll be with a 3-minute warning here in a moment. After this play, handoff. And he's going to break to the middle, picks up a couple tops. Patrick Orr.
With a
3-minute warning.
47, Xavier Conley. Second down.
41-28. 31, the running back, actually is holding his ankle down on the field, so he will be attended to there.
Ontario's number
Patrick
31, Isaiah Patrick Orr, the injured player. Ladies and gentlemen, your 3-minute warning.
And so with 2nd and 7 to go, if Saskatchewan is going to want any hope in this game, they need a stop right here. And he saw us to it. They did score 2 touchdowns in less time than this to end the last half. But with that being said, Ontario seems to be having a lot of this momentum right now in this 4th quarter. With that being said, their running back that has been excellent for them, Patrick Orr, has come off the field. So here we go. Buczek. He will hand it to the right. It's close, but he's short.
Ball carrier number 20, Deacon Solomon.
Understandable play call from Ontario. Just want to run the ball, hoping they can pick it up. If not, it's fine. They can punt the ball. Still up 2 scores. A decent run there. Just couldn't find the space. And Saskatchewan kind of bared down there. And 26 is Liam Messam-Barton. So Ontario will punt the ball again. Time ticking down, 2:22 on the clock. You gotta think they're gonna milk this right down to the clock. They do. And that's a booming punt, excellent. But it does go right to Blackburn, who's gonna have a chance to run it to the right side if he can get the edge. Continues to go, he's past midfield.
Reeves punt return by number 9, Benjamin Blackburn.
And that is the type of return that at least gives Saskatchewan a fighter's chance here. And I would not be shocked if we see some balls going to Belcher and Blackburn deep on some streaks. They say one-on-one, I'd take it.
Saskatchewan.
Or even just give them the ball in space. But down 13 at this stage of the game, 2:05 officially on the game clock down below. First down pass, easy completion. He's wide open, the soft zone. That's a huge chunk play, exactly what Saskatchewan needed. Completion by Jack Mokler. Saskatchewan will hurry up to the line.
Tackle on the play, number 37, Logan Woolsey.
Here is Samuel Bazarkowicz. Knew immediately where to go with that ball on that inside seam. He's going to look to his right side. It's in danger. Picked off. It is. Picked off by number 27, Cassius Peterson.
Receiver number 9 is intercepted.
And right there, they tried to force the jump ball, though, in double coverage. Not necessarily the throw you were looking for there. But Ontario with the turnover. Now, interesting note, the ball is spotted on the 1.
1st and 10.
Not a touchback. But Bazarko, as you see on the replay, I understand the jump. Yeah, it was a jump ball, but Cassius was there to break that up. Now at the 1, Ontario can pretty well do whatever they need here. Don't take any silly risks, I would say. They're actually going to run the ball here. And he is going to pick up to the 5. At least gives us some breathing room. Good to see Patrick Orr back in the game. And looks like we have a timeout to Saskatchewan.
Flies back in on the tackle. Timeout, Saskatchewan.
As we shall see here, ball is on 7, 1:44 left. Saskatchewan needs to stop them on the second down, have a chance. A first down here pretty well ices the game. What an entertaining day of football we have had here in Antigonish, St. FX campus. 3 excellent games and another one that should be good tonight between the Atlantic provinces, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, but we need this to finish up first. 2nd and 7. Isaac has room to the right, and it's going to be close. Might be a yard and a half short, though.
Number 31,
Patrick Orr,
who
has been getting the rock consistently for Ontario here in the second half especially. They will punt.
Tackle the play, number 16, William Weisbeck.
Execution on the punt here for special teams will be massive for Ontario.
3rd and a yard.
And I believe we have another timeout for Sask.
Timeout, Saskatchewan.
Let's burn that clock. That'll be their second and final timeout.
Fans, please remain in your seats following the game for Player of the Game presentations.
It'll be interesting to see who the player of the game's offense and defense for both teams are. There's been several good weapons for each team. For Ontario, I could say your quarterback or running back, either one offensively you could give it to. Even a couple of the receivers made some plays. For Saskatchewan, defensively, there's a trio of linebackers who've been great, pair of receivers, and even the quarterback who stepped in and for the starter. But neither of these teams are worried about player of the game honors quite yet. Just hoping for Ontario for that clock to tick down to zeros. For Saskatchewan, getting the ball back.
Blackburn
Quick scores.
in the backfield.
Let's see what Ontario does here. Yeah. No reason to take a silly gamble. Run out of the end zone.
And Grieve concedes a safety.
2 points on the board for Sask. Make it an 11-point game. 1:32 left. Sask will get the ball.
1:32 remaining in the fourth. Ontario 41, Saskatchewan
So
30.
it is a 2-possession game. It's going to have to take a lot for Sask. Touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal just to get this one into overtime. And here we go. Sask's Bazarkowicz. Will drop back to pass, throws the seam, completes. Beautiful throw and catch.
Pass is caught by the receiver number
Found his man,
88,
Kukura.
Tobias Kukura.
And Saskatchewan has to hurry up to the line and snap the ball very, very quickly.
Good for first down yardage. Ball spotted on Ontario's 50-yard line. 1st and 10.
Kukura has had an excellent day as well. And this throw, he's going to find his man on the outside. Caught! Beautiful catch by Blackburn and throw.
Pass is caught by the receiver number 9, Benjamin Blackburn.
Stepped out of
Good
bounds
first
as well.
down.
And so Saskatchewan with a pair of beautiful passes. Never know how things can end. I just watched the game end on a kickoff touchdown. The last game there, Alberta and Quebec. Drop that pass, Bazarkowicz. He's going to throw it over the middle. Dangerous. No one really in the area.
Pass for the intended receiver number 9, Benjamin Blackburn is
Say Blackburn,
incomplete.
but that was
Second down.
sailed over the head. Second down, 1:15 on the clock. See on this replay here, Bazarkowicz looks right, chooses left, but just kind of threw it there, hoping his man was there. Luckily fell between the 2 DBs of Ontario. And Zerkowicz got a man wide open, but it's out of bounds. Touch too far for Belcher.
Pass for the intended receiver, number 5, Keaton Belcher, is incomplete. Third down.
You can see here on the replay, starting quarterback for Ontario, trying to get the crowd revved up. Ontario sideline, knowing that this stop sends them to the final. Zerkowicz, he is going to be sacked. Sacked on the play, but I see 2 flags, one near the line, one in the backfield for Ontario. Interesting call.
QB sack. There are flags on the play.
And I believe they're saying this is going to be on Ontario. So right when Ontario thought this game was wrapped up with a sack there, instead the chains move. This game is still alive.
Penalty is against Ontario. Illegal block. Ball spotted on the 23-yard line. 1st and 10.
23, Saskatchewan. 11 points, 2 possession game. Zerkowicz. Hope he's arrives. He's looking in zone here. He is in the corner. It's a dangerous ball, incomplete. Looking for Blackburn.
Number 9, Blackburn is incomplete. 2nd down.
A tick over a minute remaining in this 4th quarter. 2nd down. Saskatchewan needs to keep throwing that thing in there and seeing what they can do. See Zerkowicz on the drop back. Looks right. Seems like when he's looking right, he doesn't see it. He's like, all right, I'm going to throw this up to Blackburn. He tilted his head there to the left pretty quickly. Zerkowicz steps up in the pocket. Got a little space to the left. Can he get out of bounds? Good stretch. Out of bounds. We'll see if they mark him the first.
Number 7, Samuel Zarkovich.
And they are going to mark him about a yard short. And Ontario player kneeled down on the sideline. Another one.
3rd down,
in
2.
the middle. .51 for Ontario. Carter McBurney, good to see that he's all right.
Carter McBurney, the injured player.
And so, 3rd down and short, game on the line here for Sask. Zerkowicz. He's made some great throws. He's going to have to make at least another one here. Instead, they're actually going to run this up the middle to Adams, who charged away forward for the 1st down. Good play call, actually, there on the run.
Ball carried by the running
But they
back,
do need to hurry up to the line
Adams.
and know what they're running pretty quickly here.
Tackle the play, number 37, Logan Woolsey.
Clock ticking. Zarkowicz gonna run, steps up in the pocket, and he dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Saskatchewan. Not done yet.
Samuel Zarkovich into the end zone. Touchdown, Saskatchewan.
Good scramble by the Saskatchewan quarterback. 6'3", 165 out of Aberdeen. And now it is 2-point time. Down 5. Try to make this a 3-point possession game, or a 3-point game. So 2-point conversion. Be interested to see if Saskatchewan goes on the ground or in the air. Here we go. They got trips left bunch. Zarkowicz throws. Nope. He's going to step up in the pocket, though. Batted away. He stepped up, didn't really have anybody open. Lucas Underhill with the defense.
Number 3, Adam Wiltshire.
Pardon me, Adam Whitshire. Very small text. You can see this 2-point conversion here. They had numbers on the outside. I almost wonder if those two guys didn't cut inside. They definitely had a 3-on-2 advantage, but tried to force it in, and the DB was all over that one for Ontario. So 41-36, another great entertaining game of football here today. We're 3 for 3 in that regard. And this is Saskatchewan's pretty well last hope here. And we'll go to the onside kick. Here we go. Spread, and kick is up. That has potential. That is caught! But they throw the flag. Is that enough yardage? And there's going to have to be a ruling here from the ref. I don't know, dude.
Kick attempt recovered by Saskatchewan's number 9, Benjamin Blackburn. Flags on the play.
So we shall see. The refs are going to have a big meeting here. See on the replay here. So that's 10. That's 10. I think that's 10. That's 10 yards, I'd say, on that replay. So this is a huge call. We shall see the call. Here we go. Oh, my God. A legal block in the back by Saskatchewan. Takes it away. So I think they would have called him actually recovering that, but
against Saskatchewan.
That's a tough one for Saskatchewan. Ontario, they're pretty happy about that. So a re-kick is on the way. What a kick there by Wiggins. That's a shame that they didn't get that. You couldn't have asked for a better onside kick there.
10-yard penalty. The kick will be retaken.
Here we go. They need 10. Another one that has potential. Brought down, though, by Ontario's 21. What a catch by DeAnthony Crossborn. And that should do it. That will do it.
Flags on the play.
We got flags. So let's see again, though. But I got to think this play stands. Although, and yeah, this looks like it's against Saskatchewan. We shall see. Oh.
No flag.
No flag, Ontario ball. And now just all Ontario needs to do is kneel this one out.
Kuchik takes an 8.
And if you're Team Saskatchewan, nothing to hang your head on that. What an effort. Coming back at a point in the first half, looked like it'd be a complete blowout. Made a game, took the lead, put up 36 against a very impressive Ontario squad. But it looks like for the under 18 group, Alberta, Ontario will meet for the championship game. And just one more kneel out should seal the deal, if that. I'll actually just let the clock run. And there you go. And there it is. Ontario with the win, 41-36 final.
Your final score, Team Ontario 41, Team Saskatchewan 36.
An excellent game of football there. And Ontario with an impressive victory. They did it offensively and defensively.
Both teams to line up on their respective 50-yard lines.
And now we'll have the
Player of the Game presentation.
Player of the Game presentations. All right, so I'm Denver Donnelly. I will see you guys down at field level for our Player of the Games.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for an excellent football game. Ladies and gentlemen, from Saskatchewan, your offensive MVP, number 7, Samuel Bezarkovich. From Saskatchewan on defense, your MVP, number 99, Colton Shaw. From Ontario, your offensive MVP, number 31, Isaiah Kutcher. And from Ontario on defense, your MVP, number 37, Logan Ward. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your participation in this afternoon's football game. Travel safe. Next game up at 7:05 kickoff, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia.
All right, I'm joined here by the co-MVPs, offense and defense for Team Ontario, Mr. Patrick Key and Mr. Woolsey here. We have excellent game here from you guys. I just wanted to ask you here, first things first, man. You were a running back. You went out there, you had a bit of an injury there, but you got on the board, man, and you really made some big key runs for your team. What was that like to get this win today?
It was awesome. You know, coming in, coach made a great game plan. O-line blocking up front. We were kind of falling down a bit, late second, early third, but then we knew we had to lock in, pound the rock, and then we got it done.
There you go. And on the defensive end, no joke about it. You were getting in there, you were tackling, you were making plays. How was that for you? And especially against that Saskatchewan team, they really came out, especially in that second half to start. What was the key for you guys to kind of shut that down, especially in the fourth?
You know, Saskatchewan's a tough team, and they like to run that football. But I got to say, that box and my guys up front, I can't make those tackles if my D linemen aren't filling their gaps. So I won the award, but it's a group effort. My back end's covering their guys, my front end's taking the gaps, and they're allowing me to make the plays. This is an all-around team win, but it's just you got to go out there, be tough, and play fast.
There we go. Well, thank you very much, gentlemen. Congratulations. Good luck in the final.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, fellas.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.